You have a master's degree in biomechanics, though, don't you? No. That's right. You did what? Kinesiology is not biomechanics. Hi guys, I'm Corey Davis from CoreBlend Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about agility training. Now, a lot of places claim to do agility training, and they do a version of agility training, but in my mind, they're not really doing the things that matter most. So full-size baseball. Efficient. So a lot of times when people think of agility training, they think of cone drills, which we'll talk about, and speed ladder drills, which we'll also talk about. First, I'm gonna address the speed ladder. So in my mind, the speed ladder is a very poor tool for developing agility. Now, I know what you're thinking, Corey, if it's a poor tool, then why do you have one? So let me talk about the way we use it. The way we use the speed ladder is as a part of a dynamic warm-up. We'll have athletes go through a speed ladder drill barefoot or in their stocking feet. And the reason we do that is because the speed ladder is a good tool for making an athlete go through a dynamic range of motion and stabilize using their ankles. So, and if you've been through one of my workouts, you know, I really don't care what they do going through a speed ladder. I just care that they actively go through it and move around so they get that dynamic stabilization in. Why is it not a good tool for actually developing agility? Well, agility in my mind, this is my opinion on this, needs to have two things for it to actually be agility. One, your center of gravity needs to actually change direction. And two, there needs to be a reaction to an external stimulus of some sort. So the speed ladder does not accomplish either one of those. You know what you're doing, so it's just a rote memorization as you go through the speed ladder drill, and your center of gravity really isn't moving much. It's eventually traveling the 10 feet or 20 feet or however long your speed ladder is, but the way you get good at a speed ladder is your center of gravity stays in one spot and your feet are moving out from underneath you in some sort of pattern, which in my mind has a lot more in common with river dance than any sport you actually play. So isn't good for agility because it doesn't have a change of the center of gravity and doesn't have a reaction to an external stimulus. Cones are also what people think of when they think of agility training, and although they are a useful tool, they are not the be-all end-all, because although they do have change of center of gravity, if I set up a cone here and a cone over there, you have to change your center of gravity and actually move to get to it. That's good. However, most of them just turn into rote memorization again. It's going through a pattern over and over again, which is good for a beginner athlete or in a warm-up to rehearse the movement pattern and make sure that people are moving efficiently, dropping their weight down, having their body or their shins shifted to a 45-degree angle as they accelerate out. That's all good to review how to move. But in terms of actual agility, most sports don't involve your opponent telling you where they're going to go before they go in that direction. It's about reacting to an external stimulus. So although it does pass test one, which is there a change of the center of gravity, it doesn't pass test two of reacting to an external stimulus. So we'll use cones for one, rehearsing proper movement, or we'll use cones where athletes don't know which cone they are going to go to until they receive an external stimulus, which is usually some sort of audible command. Ready, go! So that they are reacting and processing something before they actually move. That's what real agility looks like in a sport. So yes, we use cones, yes, we use agility ladders, but not the way that you might think we would. Instead, a much better drill would be something that passes both those tests. So one we'll do is we will have the trainer or coach stand in one spot and point in one direction or the other as the athlete approaches them. Something like that has that change of center of gravity. The center of gravity is moving from one spot to another, and the athlete has to process that external stimulus. Another really good one is a visual stimulus. We will have an athlete stand in a ready position, we'll toss a ball over their head, and they will sprint towards it as fast as they can because they are reacting to the visual of that ball going over their head. So remember, when you're putting together your own drills, one, is the center of gravity moving? If it's not, like on a speed ladder drill, it is not agility training. 2, are they reacting to an external stimulus? If it's just you watching an athlete go through a pattern that they've practiced over and over again, that's not sports, that is dancing, and it is not what you need to do to get really good at actual sports. I'm Corey Davis, and I hope this was helpful for you.
And don't forget to subscribe for more videos, content, and workouts from CoreBlend.
Rocks, rock, rock, rock. They keep expecting you to switch. You never switch. The Avalanche by me. Be honest, on that last one, how positive were you that I was going to go that way?
50-50.
That's no odds at all. It's exactly even. Good.